Leading worship to me really gets my heart going and really helps me connect better, I think. It's really humbling for me to stand up on a Wednesday night on the stage, and even though I'm the one who's leading the music, I mean, God is the one that's working in the room. When I look and see at all the other youth, like with their eyes closed or with their hands raised, just really worshiping with just their heart, and you can tell in their faces, their expressions, like that's what means the most to me. That's where I see the Lord's work. He does work in my heart through my leadership that I do with the youth, and I try to be a good example up on stage, but those kids they're the leaders as well. It's not just me, it goes both ways. They see me, but I see them, and to watch them, it really gives me the confidence to really just let go and sing and truly worship and not be worried about what people are thinking of me. Oh my gosh, does my hair look okay? Is my voice okay? Oh my gosh, was that a wrong note? It's really not about that. One of the things that really changed my worship was a trip we took about a month and a half ago to Costa Rica. The Quebec people there were just fantastic, and it was just really raw worship. The first night that we were there, they have one building and it was just completely dark. I mean, they lit a few candles around, but their generator wasn't working, and so to worship in the dark like that, and like you could barely see the leader, Leopoldo, and they just started to sing. They just started to worship. They just let go. They didn't care that the white people or the missionaries were there. They just sang. They put their hearts out there, and they just sang for God. They cried out to God. And one thing that really just struck me as I just sat there and looked around was, oh my gosh, I've been so worried about how I sound, how I look, what the person next to me is thinking, but these people don't care. They are the prime example of raw worship, and I'm so thankful that I got to go on this trip and that I got to see how God's people worship outside of America, outside of just the standard church that we have. I got to see outside just what correct worship is or whatever. These people, they put their hearts out there for God, and they don't care. They scream. They're not in unison. They can't carry a tune or a rhythm or a beat to save their lives, but God understands because they are God's people as well, just like us. Being a worship leader and being my age, it really does bring me closer to the Lord. Not just on stage, but I have to be a leader off the stage, because if I didn't live it out through just my life, general life, being in the youth, just participating as a student, I mean, what good am I on the stage in front of the whole youth to sing, just sing worship songs? When I sing, I really feel the Lord's presence. I feel like He uses me for the rest of the youth, for the rest of the students who are watching me. And that's a really big responsibility, and I thank God that He gives me the leadership and the strength and the courage to do it, because sometimes, I mean, I'm just a kid. I have terrible days, and I have days where I just want to quit and sit and just not do anything. But no matter what, He's always going to pull me through, because it's not about me. It's not about my voice and how well I sing or how well the band is playing. It's for God's glory and God's glory alone. He uses me, and I'm just a vessel for Him. He gave me a talent, and I need to give it back to Him.